Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Episode 3, Last Leg Parlays. I am Chris from the Square Table Sports, Square Table Chris on all of my social medias. With me, as always, Mike Charvet and LLP Butch, or just Butch, or Seth. How you guys doing today? How'd you make out with the snow? What's going on?
Feeling good, can't complain. Everything's looking good. Snow it is what it is. You know how it is in Jersey. They don't only, really clean up half-ass, but it is what it is.
Yep. They do a great job out here, actually, in the mountains. I'm shocked. That was because I moved in, there was no snow yet. So I was like, let's see what happens. Just praying. And they do a great job. And you have a lot of good people. Everyone has a truck. Everyone has a tractor. Everyone has a trailer. Everyone has plows. So you can't go 5 feet without seeing someone that's going to plow your driveway.
But there's always that one person that's snow blowing back into the road, and they're just like pushing the snow blower, blowing it back into the road. Not Karen. You got to love those people.
Of course. You're going to always have
those people lived in Jersey at one point.
Yeah, the dickheads. We have a stacked show for you today. We got Rutgers news. We got NFL recap, coaches, playoffs. We got college basketball. We got some boxing. We got some MMA recap. We got sports history. We got our rants. And if you stick around to the end, I have a little extra special thing for a one-on-one competition between Butch and Charles, which they do not know about yet. Are you guys excited?
Depending on what it is.
Can't wait.
But before we go any further, we did a parlay last week. It's called Last Leg Parlays. We do a parlay every week. We did a parlay our whole lives. We are excited to announce we got one right, baby. We got it right.
It was a good one.
Who'd you have last week?
I had Nebraska plus 5.5, and they won by like 35. It was ridiculous.
But who'd you have last week?
I had RJ Harvey, 3 receptions. It may have taken him until 5 minutes left. It may have been a negative pass, but it was a reception.
He got that third catch. It doesn't matter if he lost 30 yards on it. 3 catches. That's all we needed. And I had Darnold, alternative 225. That brought the parlay to plus 393. So if you put the mortgage, you could get 3, almost 4 mortgages. Wonder World, thank you for joining us. Streak broken fade, Chris. That is right. We have done it. We have broken it.
We'll see what we pick at the end of the day.
Don't worry. We're going to take that money right back. We're going to make sure the bookies eat good this week. Sure. But if you are with us, thank you very much. Make sure, as always, you hit the like, you hit the subscribe. It helps the page drastically. I don't know the word. I don't know words. But we also designed this podcast to be as if we're 3 guys at the bar talking nonsense, going over sports, going over recap. Charms, what did you order today?
Today I stuck with the Truly, but I went Truly lemonade today.
Oh, that's your favorite.
I'm a bit, you know me. I love my lemonades.
You always get the lemonades.
Yep.
Butch, I know you don't drink
it up this week. Nope, I switched it up this week. The snowstorm. I'm tired of it. We're going with the classic Captain and Coke. Cherry Coke, but
Captain and Coke.
Yep.
Butch is back.
I'm back.
Let me tell you, my favorite Butch is during COVID. Me and Butch both were fortunate enough to get this disease at the same exact time. So we stayed home. He would have his captains. We would play Call of Duty Rebirth before everyone played it, before all the sweaties came in, and we would get dubs with randoms, and he would have his captains of Coke. I would have my Bud Lights, and it was the best time of my life. But today, I found something very nice. I don't know if it's expired. I don't know if beer expires. But I found something in the back of the fridge. Don't know who brought it. Only one. So someone brought it and drank either 11 or 5. I have a Red Stripe Hooray beer in the cough syrup thing. I don't have I got this bad boy to open it.
Red Stripe,
yeah,
wow.
I try to do it with my left hand.
I want to know who left that. Who spent money on that? That's my question.
Yeah, and drank every other one. Left me one just to be like, you better drink this. I can't wait to find out when they come back and they're like, oh, I left a Red Stripe here. And I'll be like, that's gone.
That's gone.
But let's dive right into it. Rutgers, if you haven't been paying attention, $520 million deficit since joining the Big Ten. What do you got to say about that?
For me,
Travis,
and
go ahead. Sip.
I'm gonna talk about this because this is an issue all throughout New Jersey, not just a Rutgers issue. There's like 5 different school districts right now that are under a deficit. We're gonna talk about Rutgers because this is a huge problem. But I think that when you're looking at Rutgers specifically, where's the money going? All these other, well, yeah, but all these other like big schools in the Big Ten don't have this issue. They never had this issue. So what is Rutgers doing with this money?
Well, I'm happy you asked. When they joined the Big Ten in 2014, right? 2014, 2015, they were allocated for athletics $70 million, $558,000, $935. This year, they allocated $193,831,838. Now, I don't know what's going on, but that's a drastic increase in spending. But to be fair, their records have drastically went up. Greg Schiano hired in 2020, gave him $6.5 million, 38th highest paid coach, which is insane. 3-6, 5-8, 4-8, 7-6, 7-6, 5-7. Career 31-41. Is that suitable to be the 38th highest paid coach, Butch?
No, not at all.
You don't think Rutgers is the 38th best college football program?
No, going to a few games over the last 2 years, no, they're not worth that.
Oh, and also that doesn't include they were given $20.5 million for NIL deals, and I know they signed that quarterback from Boston College.
Yeah,
but that
was their big. But that was their big signing,
right,
of the year. You know,
and
yeah,
you're
Florida
given
State did that too. Worked out real well for us.
And which is crazy about this, the financials is Big Ten before the season starts gives you $60 million for the media contracts, and they give you another $10 million for being in the Big Ten during the season. So you're given $70 million, and you're still losing $521 million in this 10-year span. I mean,
and
like
also,
you said,
if you win a national championship in any sport, not just football, but in any sport, you're making money. So you guys are pumping money into this thing, and none of your athletics are winning.
Yeah, no. And the football program alone spent $76 million, $17 million towards the coaching staff, $11 million towards supporting coaching staff, whatever that means, and $4.5 million to student athlete meals. Now, when I was in college, I could stretch $14 for the month. Chef Boyardee, where's $4.5 million for 16 weeks of college football? How does that make any sense? What are they eating?
You know, the fancy stuff for that NIL deal. You can't bring these guys in and give them Burger King. They got to go to top of the line. They need it. Their bodies
and
are
they
tempted.
Signed another deal with Nike for $30 million now they're Nike instead of Adidas. So they're getting that money and it's doing nothing. It's throwing a rock into, I don't know, what's the saying? A rock into a bigger set of rocks.
I think when you're looking at it, and I think Butch kind of touched on this too, it's one of those where when you're looking at everything holistically, right? It's a drop in the bucket. I think that's what you're looking for. In the grand scheme of things of like, great, you're going to get $30 million from Nike a year, but what does that entail? Right? You're going to get that $30 million. You're already down 500. So now you're down 470. Well, how are you going to come up with that remainder? You know what I mean? You can only keep a deficit for so long.
Yep.
Well, in Rutgers' defense, they have a plan. They are raising tuition 5% for in-state residents, and they're raising it 6% for out-of-state. So all you book nerds that want to go to Rutgers, you're now paying for the athletics. Thank you.
You're now paying to watch a failing program. This reminds me of Woody Johnson raising ticket prices. They win 3-4 games every year, and Woody's like, I'm going to raise the prices. And the stadium's the worst stadium.
But I think when we could also talk about that, right? We'll talk about the basketball program, and we'll get into that, right? Like they had 2 top 5 picks last year. and their basketball program stinks.
And those two guys had their own Nike NIL deal. So it's
Right.
not like Rutgers had to pay anything for NIL. They got their own through Nike.
Right. So you have that, and then they're trying to change. Well, it's called Jersey Mike Arena now, but they're trying to change Jersey Mike Arena to put more club level, to get people to come out. People that have money to come out and look at it more.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what? It's not going to just drag people to spend money. If anything, you're going to hurt the average person that goes for that $50 ticket.
Right.
You
guys go to the games a lot. Ticket sales it says ticket sales have either plummeted or stayed about the same. Like they're not individual game tickets kind of go up, but season tickets, they're not getting any new season ticket holders. The Big Ten on average between boosters and just rich people that want to provide for Rutgers or any Big Ten school, the average for Big Ten is 40 million. For Rutgers, they're getting 8. So they're not getting anything from, no one believes in them or supports them that went there or is a booster or believes in the program. No one's doing that there. All the other Big Ten schools are. So if you're a student athlete and you're a 5-star guy, my question to you guys, say you're the top quarterback in the class, right? You visit Rutgers, then you go and visit Alabama, LSU, Oregon. Where are you going to go?
You're going to go where the results are. I mean, and they're in a deficit now. They're not going to be able to pay these NIL deals. They're not going to be able to compete with the rest of the Big Ten. And I mean, we've gone. It's a great atmosphere. I mean, you walk through a little boardwalk. There's games. There's food for kids. Like it's a great atmosphere. But then you get inside the stadium and you watch a losing program. Like, yeah, that draws you to the stadium. But some people, hey, we'll pay for the tickets. We'll do the boardwalk and all that. And then, hey, we're going home. See ya.
Right.
I mean, when you're looking at it, and I think Butch definitely hits the nail on the head here. Like, you're going to want to go to a winning program. That's definitely one of it. But if I'm not a starter, right? If I'm not a starter, I'm going to go where, like, the best atmosphere is.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I've been to Clemson. I've been to some of these big programs that you just go to the game, just one game, and you're like, it's different. It's just different. Like, even when we've been to Navy, right? Even though those kids are committed to military, it's just a different atmosphere. People just take football. When you go down south, even as from Maryland down, I will use Maryland too. If you go down south, it's just a different type of atmosphere.
Right.
And people there's nothing to do on Saturday but watch football.
Even you go to the campuses, it's like you walk around those other campuses. What is Piscataway, New Jersey? You got the courthouse, you got a couple bars, and you got grease trucks. Like, you're not selling people with a fat sandwich. It's just not happening.
And to your point, most of the other, college campuses, especially in the South, but even Penn State will say, it's the college is the town.
Right.
So if it's not a Saturday, there's nothing else going on but football.
Yep. And there's no pro programs in some of these schools, so the college is a professional.
Yep.
Moving on. New setup. You guys see that? We're scrolling down with the yellow. NFL recap. We had the AFC Championship game. We had the NFC Championship game. The AFC game was terrible. The NFC Championship game, that was fun. AFC Championship game, not really much to say about this game. Pats win 10-7. Drake May, 10 of 21, 86 yards, 65 yards rushing and a touchdown. Stiddy, 17 of 31, 133, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. All of that came on one throw to Marvin Mims for 52 yards in the beginning of the game. Beautiful throw, followed by a beautiful touchdown pass. Everything was looking good. Next time the Broncos got the ball, they're driving down the field. They get in field goal range, drive stalls. Peyton elects to go for it. To me, this is the stupidest decision. This was the end of the game. Everyone saw it. Everyone in the group chat. What are you doing? Your defense has their foot on Drake May's neck. They're not moving. The offense is incapable of moving on this Broncos defense. Sean Payton likes to go for it. They get stuffed. Eventually, Stidham does a horrific fumble trying to do like a shuffle pass. They get lucky. They rule it dead. It's not a touchdown. Drake May runs it in after, and you kind of see the game is over at that point because now they have a little bit of momentum. They realize they could score on this defense. What did you guys think about Peyton not kicking that field goal?
Go ahead, Mike.
Sorry. So I think that at that point, and again, I think it's like he forgot that Bo Nix wasn't playing. Because I think with Bo Nix, you go for it, in my opinion. Like, you have the opportunity to come back late in the game. If anything, he's going to be able to get you back.
And the running game is bad, too. So it's not like that's an easy yard.
In my opinion, in any playoff game, if you have the opportunity to get points, get points.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if it's a field goal, doesn't matter if it's a touchdown, whatever makes the most sense, right? And I think the part
you had to know snow was coming in. You had to be looking at the weather report, right? You had to know. That didn't just pop up.
And he's not a big analytics guy. Like, he's a big gut guy. He's an old school type of coach. So in his gut, he was probably like, and again, I don't know Sean Payton from Hames Sandwich, but he's probably like, if we score here, we're good.
It's over. Right.
It's over. Like, with the snow coming in. But I think in that situation with a backup quarterback, you got to kick the field goal.
Right. Butch, I see you nodding. What do you got to say?
Yep. I mean, it's you have a backup quarterback who hasn't started in 2 years. He had momentum. You know, he threw the deep ball. Your defense, like you said, is stepping on Drake May's neck. I mean, again, their teams have the Patriots where they belong, below them, and instead of taking points, you choose to do what you've always done and be that old school coach. You have a backup quarterback. Get the 3. Like, at that point, I mean, you got to have some knowledge of the weather that's coming. I mean, look at us when we used to bet. Mike was always our weather guy. Hey, you're looking up weather
guy.
Unders. If we have a weather guy, how can an NFL program not have a weather guy? Like, you got to know. Hey. 3:00, snow's rolling in. We got to kick this field goal. Like, come on. But again, this adds fuel to the fire of the New England Patriots have had a 24-karat gold path to the Super Bowl, and everybody that's tried to step on the road, they were like, no, please, go away, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, for everyone that doesn't know, this was the Patriots' schedule this season on their road to the Super Bowl here. Raiders head coach fired. Dolphins head coach fired. Steelers, it says parted ways, but he was fired. Panthers won their division under 500. Bills head coach fired. Saints head coach not fired, but not under 500.
Right.
Titans head coach fired. Browns head coach fired. Falcons head coach fired. Buccaneers offensive coordinator and special teams coach fired, also under 500 and didn't make the playoffs. Jets, I mean, what's there to say? Broncos head coach not fired, but kind of should be, right? I mean, unless Burrow dominates, that guy stinks.
Right.
Giants head coach fired. Bills again head coach fired. Ravens head coach fired. Jets again, and then Dolphins again. So,
and when we go back to that, Zach Taylor arguably should have been the number 1 coach to get fired.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of, when you look at the NFC or the AFC North, every coach should have been fired this year.
I don't know why they keep him around.
Was the fact that I called Broncos plus 4.5 being a lock, and it was a lock. We won't mention the Stidham 200. Nah, don't worry about that. 4.5 was a lock.
If it doesn't snow, Stiddy gets 200.
Yeah, easily.
And also, and I think we also talked about it that day too, where we said underdog, dog at home, 9-0 playoffs.
Oh, I have a graphic for this. I'm glad you brought that up because Wander, because I had a graphic for this. I ended up deleting it because we were talking about it before. But yeah, Titans, what an absolute disaster getting rid of Vrabel. Everyone knew it at the time. And right when they fired him, I said the Jets need to absolutely get rid of Saleh, go get Vrabel. They ended up waiting. They fired Saleh 5 games in. The rest is a disaster. Now we're going to have to deal with this guy. But going back to the game, if Stiddy doesn't fumble too, it's all nonsense because the Patriots only scored the 10 because they were given the ball for that fumble. If Stiddy throws the ball away or dirts it, they probably win 7-3. You know, it's not like the Patriots overcame so much and won this game like by their offense. They got lucky again by a backup quarterback doing stupid things, and they take advantage of that. So you got to give them credit for that.
Yeah, the Patriots won the game with 204 yards of total offense. This Super Bowl is going to be a nightmare of a one-sided event. Like, it's ugly.
And the Broncos missed 2 kicks. One got blocked, but they missed another one. It was a far kick, but they still had their chances, and the Patriots didn't. So the Broncos defense still locked it down. Going on to game 2, Hawks 31-27 Rams. This game was awesome. Everyone knew the NFC was way better. The Drake May narrative of overcoming the toughest road in the Super Bowl is fake and annoying. Yeah. We all agree with you, Mike. We just said that.
We just said that, Mike. Welcome to the chat, Mike.
But thank you for joining, Mike. We love you. And first of all, there's no bigger Patriot rage baiter on TikTok and all of TikTok than Mike. And he welcomes it. It's hilarious. It's great. If you go to his page, Square Table Mike, I think it's Square Table Sports Mike, and just look at his comments. Amazing.
I think it's something just real quick, just before we go to the next game. I will agree with Wonder, like, what is Titans ownership thinking now? But I think also the only thing that they're thinking is the only time they're going to get to a Super Bowl is when they host it for their new stadium.
Shout out Wander. This is still the one from last week.
Back to the NFC game.
Seahawks 31-27. Stafford 374, 3 touchdowns. Darnold 346, 3 touchdowns. And to this game, what it came down to, 5 minutes left. Rams at the 6 could not convert. They had 3rd down, they threw the ball. 4th down, they threw the ball. Both incompletions. 4th down was actually offensive pass interference. Not called. Didn't matter. Incomplete.
Shocker.
And you saw the play, right? I mean, it was it was terrible. And the Seahawks went on an 11-play, 4-minute, 29-second drive. Rams could not get a stop. They punted it. Rams started at, I think, the 10 and 2 long throws. But, when you get to that, the chances of you actually scoring at that point, very small. And I get asked a lot. I get a lot of people to ask me, a lot of people to send Instagram reels to me and talk crap about Sam Darnold. Oh, you got to feel a certain way. You got to feel a certain way. You got to feel this. Yeah, I do. All right. It's out there. Of course I do. I feel like I'm sitting in the cuck chair watching as Sam Darnold plays with the other team. And it bothers me a lot, but I'm happy for him because if he beats the Patriots, it's worth that 3rd pick.
I think it's also, too, Vikings fans got to be pissed.
They never get any – they get no flack, none.
Right, like
LOL Jets, LOL Jets.
Like, Viking fans, you guys had them, and you said, no, we're going to draft J.J. McCarthy and be good.
Yeah.
Like,
they had him when he was awesome. They won 14 games.
Yeah.
But it's LOL Jets, LOL Jets.
I think the one thing we talked about the one thing we talked about last week about with Stafford is we said that if it comes down, he plays good first quarter, good fourth quarter, right? And it was the first time in the playoffs where he didn't have a good fourth quarter. Like, I think he just made a lot of mistakes with some of these throws. And again, I'm not saying that they didn't call the right plays, but I think that there's definitely a sense of, like, maybe it wasn't all on Stafford, bad reads, things like that. But I mean, come on.
Hey, shout out Beers. Thank you for joining. That is the national champ. Sam Darnold was not. So valid point. Very good point.
Please.
I mean, for me, this game was the Super Bowl. I mean, it was exciting. It had
that worries
back and
me.
forth,
that worries me.
And it just, like, I watched it because I like Devontae. Ever since you like Green Bay, I like Devontae. I like Stafford. He's a stand-up guy. And I wanted to see Darnold fail. It's like, where's the poop? It's going to come from him. It's going to come from him. Like, he's going to fail. He can't keep this up all year. He's Darnold. I mean, but to me, it was the best game. For me, NFL is over. I won't watch the Super Bowl. It's
So that's what bothers me. Every situation.
I don't like the line. I don't like the line for the Super Bowl either.
What is it, 4.5?
We'll get to that next week, but 4.5 right now. Seahawks.
Yeah, I hate that.
I'm hammering the Seahawks. Hammering them.
Shout out Dak. We were all Broncos fans. I tried my best to help Dak too. I bet my Patriots money line because I figured if they lose, obviously great. But if they win, all right, cool.
I'll tell you,
$4 in my account.
I think we all agree if Bo Nix plays in that game, they win by 14.
It was, yeah. I mean, yeah, obviously. That's what drives me nuts. They look at this path. You go on Twitter and they talk. Oh my God, that fat dude on Barstool that looks like Peter Griffin. I got to sit there and watch. I rage bit. I go to the page to watch it. I just sit there like, oh.
I will say that what hurt me about this game was, again, this podcast, Last Leg Parlays. Me threw up a Hail Mary, had $1.47 left in the account. I'm going to do my patented 10-legger. And it came down, and I went 9 of 10, and I lost because Williams ran for 39 yards and not 40. And his last carry, he tripped and lunged for a yard forward, and the NFL gave him no yard gain. I lost because of a yard on the last leg.
Of course you did. That Last Leg Parlay, shout out us.
It was great.
Real quick, before we go to the next segment,
go ahead.
Let's talk about Bill Belichick getting snubbed.
Okay.
I'm gonna discuss it just because somebody needs to, and I think
I would love to talk about this.
And that's fine. I think that if he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, no one is.
Right.
And if you want to put Spygate on him, I don't care.
I do.
That's fine. But here's my question. Does this mean that Tom Brady's not going to be first ballot Hall of Fame?
I hope so too. Yeah.
Because if Tom Brady's not a first ballot Hall of Famer,
I'll be happy.
There's something wrong with this. And Bill Polian, stop. Like you started this.
Yeah.
You started this because of the feud you had with him during the Peyton Manning years.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'll say this.
This is not my rant, but like, come on. What are we doing?
I hope they handed him the thing on a cocktail napkin, the same way he quit on the Jets. I hope they said, you're not in. They handed him a cocktail napkin, that piece of garbage. He waited 40 years for his girlfriend to be born. He can wait 10 more to get into the Hall of Fame, all right? If there's anyone that's patient, it's him.
He should have got in. I mean, second all-time in wins.
Right.
Holds the record for the most playoff records, division titles. He has what? Let's see, 8 rings. 2 with the Giants, 6 with the Patriots. Like, and you're saying that. So if that's the bar we're setting as not being a Hall of Fame first ballot coach, who the hell is getting in on the first bid? They're not. Right. But then they're going to go in a few years and be like, hey, Sean Payton, I know you screwed up Denver and the Patriots back in the day, but here's your first ballot, bud.
Right.
And he's got Bounty Gate.
Whoa.
And again, to your point, Butch, right. But to your point, we're going to be here. We're going to say, what about Harbaugh? What about Tomlin? What about McCarthy? Right? These are people that are still active coaches. He has the stats for it. Let's not get into that, right? But we have coaches right now that are looking at that, and they're like, all right, if Bill can't get in number 1, I might not get in until 2 or 3.
Yeah, because
at all.
The reason for the Hall of Fame is for the best of the best. And Bill Belichick, when you look at the accolades, is the best of the best.
Right.
But he's also been an absolute loser everywhere he's been where he didn't have Tom Brady. It's Brady's legacy. All right. Belichick is a loser.
But still.
Yeah. I mean, he's obviously the best. And I hate him so much. And I'm going to just be a generational hater on everything Patriots. Moving on. College basketball. We got the tournaments right around the corner. I am very excited. This is our bread and butter. This is where we eat. This is the best time. You got Maction Fridays. You got really good games on Saturdays. We got the conference tournaments coming up, followed by March Madness, the best time in college, the best time in sports. I won't have anyone else say anything else. And this is the best time in sports, March Madness, right? No one disagrees with that.
No, absolutely. Mid-majors, we eat. We eat all day in mid-majors. Directional Kentuckies, even directional Michigans at this point. Like, give them. Keep them
coming.
And
speaking of mid-majors.
Shout out Western Michigan becoming a DC for Chargers. Sup?
Dak coached them in NCAA football in our Legacy League.
But anyway, back to
we did.
And we have a great story for mid-major programs, too. Phenomenal story. It's a great year to be a college basketball fan because we got Miami of Ohio.
Undefeated.
21-0, 9-0 in the MAC. The Travis Steele era is officially complete. He completely turned the team around. What do you have, 20 Oh, I looked it up. He was a 25-win team last year. He's already got 21. What do you see in this team? Do you think this team is legit? Do you think it's just fun because it's MAC? Do you think once they get into the tournament? See, I like teams like this because they score a ton, high efficiency on the offensive end. And unlike college football, where these bullcrap mid-major schools are granted access over Notre Dame, who's an elite program, right, Butch? College basketball, you can get mid-majors that come in and win these games because they shoot a ton of threes. They're all seniors. They come in, they're a team, they play together, and they can win. Whereas you bring in a mid-major in football, and they're going to lose by 50 every single year. So it's stupid in football. It's phenomenal in basketball. What do you think?
For me, it's all about the tourney test, in my opinion. Not the NCAA tournament. What they do in their conference tournament. And the reason for that is because the schedule's played out for them to play 1 or 2 games a week. But what do you do when you need to play a bunch of games within 4 days? Because that's what the NCAA tournament is, right? You play 4 games in a row, you take a week off, play 4 days or 2 days, whatever it is. But
the Elite Eight, Final Four.
Right. It's one of those where I think that if they get through, and I'm a big proponent of, which sounds crazy, try not to go into your conference tournament undefeated. Because that's when everybody's going to try to get you.
Yeah, but everyone's going for MAC now. See, this is what's fun is because now you have the mid-major programs that are going to have the crowds packed. They're going to storm the court.
Right.
It's fun. It's a Friday night game.
In my opinion, if they lose one game, just one, watch out come tournament time. Because that's going to be the chip that they need.
Butch, what do you think? I know you love mid-major. I mean, this directional Kentucky's. I
love them. I love them because, I mean, it's like, look, what was that, 2 years ago? We had the little old lady, the Pope, the team got hot. Baby. they got hot. And, I mean, that's what I love about March Madness. I mean, you go and you look at the football playoffs, and a lot of people love that because the best teams are in there. We have a buddy in another chat, won't say his name, Hags, but hates March Madness because you got mid-majors that could come in and do this. But that's what you live for. I mean, as much as I hate him busting my bracket and making me pissed off at the world, it was great seeing the little old lady. That team, listen, that center's probably selling car parts at AutoZone right now. But you know what? He was dominant. He was dominant.
It was phenomenal. Remember the team from Florida, the high-flying Dunk City? That was the best.
Lob City. Shout out
Miami,
Sister
Ohio
Jane.
gets hot.
Shout out Sister Jane. She passed away in October, by the way.
Past October? My birthday.
It's past October.
It's their year.
Rest in peace.
Watch out. They make the tournament, game over.
Yeah, they got no shot now.
No.
Loyola, Chicago.
Yeah, but I absolutely love the Miami, Ohio. I love that the big dogs are also awesome again, because it's not fun when like Gonzaga's won. I always hated that. Gonzaga and St. Mary's are both top 10. It's like, get out of here. I love when big dogs are great, and I love when mid-majors come in and dominate too in the tournament. Which conference do you guys think right now is the best conference? Because I'll read out what I got. Big Ten, number 3, Michigan, number 5, Nebraska, number 7, although Nebraska might drop because they just lost. Michigan State 7, Illinois 9, Purdue 12. Big East, you got number 2, UConn, number 25, St. John's. And St. John's just beat Butler by 1,000 last night. Big 12, number 1, Zona, 11, Texas Tech, 10, Houston, 14, Kansas, number 8, Iowa State, 13, BYU, with arguably the number 1 player in the country. I know, Butch, you probably think different. You probably think Boozer's number 1. And I don't have the ACC in front of me because I suck. But I know they have Duke. Who else does ACC have?
UNC's ranked 16 this year. They got who else?
Duke, Clemson, UNC, Virginia,
solid.
Louisville, Clemson.
We just beat Notre Dame in double overtime last night. Hit a bunch of big threes. I watched the whole game. It was great.
Louisville's gonna come back a little bit with what is it? Malik Brown Jr. coming back. He had a stint with his back. He came back. Luckily, hey, listen, Duke called him. We called him in his first game back. He was rusty, but that kid gets going, and he's gonna take Louisville places.
St. John's also. Let's. I mean, we talked about it before. St. John's. I mean, they're in a 7-game winning streak. Rick's going to get them ready. He's a guy that he likes to, short, start going up, just in time for the tournament.
And I think two things can be true with St. John's. I think early on they were ranked in the top 5. I think they were overrated at that point. And I think right now at 25, they're underrated because you put a team together with 7 new transfers. That's your whole team, other than Ejiofor. You have all new guys, and they didn't have a point guard. Ian Jackson's not really your classical point guard. He's a drive, get to his spot up shoot. He averages like 1 or 2 assists a game, so he's not a regular point guard. Patino called him out, said we need a point guard, and he's been playing great of late. The team is starting to gel. They obviously have a ton of talent, so I think they're ranked better than 25. I'd place St. John's somewhere in the 10 to 13 era of college basketball right now.
In my opinion, just to answer your question, I think overall, when you're looking at conference depth, I think the Big 12 right now is the top conference.
Right. You have number 1. You have I always forgot to say this guy, AJ DeBensta. Is it DeBensta on BYU? The obvious number 1 pick. He's awesome. He just had 24 points, I think, and they just played Zona. He had 24. He's awesome. I hope the Nets actually get him. They probably won't. They'll have the number 1 odds to get the lottery, and they'll draft like 8th.
Yeah, I mean, when you're looking at it, just Arizona, Houston, Texas Tech, Kansas, Iowa State, BYU.
It's a very tough conference.
You know what I mean? Like just that alone. And then right underneath it, when you're looking at conference play, UCF, West Virginia, just underneath that. I mean, that's
the problem with these
that's
conferences. Tough. Not to cut you off, but the problem with these conferences. Remember in the Big East back in the day, they had 11 ranked teams, and then they were all out round 1. They beat up on each other all year, and then they go to the conference tournament.
I was just getting ready to say that.
Beat up on each other, continue, and then they go and they lose to a Miami of Ohio who's shooting a ton of threes. They're not used to playing that style. They're beaten up. They're guys nagging injuries all year. It's just so you have a tough conference, right? Go ahead.
So your top 5 ranked teams right now, you with strength of schedule, the remaining of it. Now, Michigan has the number 2 hardest schedule. Arizona has the number 5. Nebraska has the number 12. UConn 18. Duke 34th strength of schedule. So that your 1, 2, 3, and 5 are going to go through the gauntlet to get there. And I mean, if Arizona comes out. If Arizona comes out losing 2 games in February, they're still going to get a number 1 seed, but they're going to have to push.
Right.
To your point, Butch, I'm not sold on Nebraska. I think what's going to happen is going into that Big 10 tourney, they haven't proven to be able to win that tough game. Right? Like play Michigan on a neutral court. And let's see if you win that game.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to find out Sunday. They go against Illinois, number 9, number 5. Let's see what you can do. If they go and get
coming off a loss too.
Coming off a loss.
Get curb stomped, Nebraska's going to be in 10 looking in the window like, man, we used to be in there.
And to me, the top 2 teams, I mean, obviously Arizona, but Arizona's never good in the tournament. They always because they don't have that guy. It's always like they always have like 5 guys that average 12 or 13, but they don't have a guy that can take over.
They're the Mets, great regular season champs.
Right. The 2 teams to me right now are UConn and Michigan. They're above all the other teams. I feel like they're tier 1, and then there's like 1A, which is Arizona. You have BYU, who even though they're 13, when you have a guy that's so awesome, you can never count them out. Like Melo with Syracuse, he could just take over at any time and drop 30 and lead you through the tournament.
The tough part, just to go back to the Nebraska thing, they only have 2 tough games the rest of the year, right? They have, in my opinion, Illinois, and they have Purdue, I believe. Right? When you look at Michigan plays Michigan State twice. They play Duke, Purdue, and Illinois.
Nebraska plays Michigan State on the road too.
All right, so 3. But still, when you're looking at Michigan schedule compared to Nebraska, I mean,
right,
man, if Michigan get through just half those games,
Yeah, Duke has the number 2 player. I mean, Boozer's you figure AJ and Boozer 1-2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Both
I mean,
Boozers, the twins. I mean, it's
stop the brother. The brother's he's not that good.
it's that twin connection.
He's not going to have it in the NBA.
That's like saying all 3 balls are good.
That's true.
But UConn also, the Big East is not strong. So UConn, they have St. John's, who's, even if they don't win that conference, it's not like they're going to get banged up through the Big East this year. St. John's plays them, I think, next week or 2 weeks. I think in 3 games they play each other. So we'll see how St. John's ranks against them. I think that's going to be a good game.
The tough part
that's my problem with Duke this year. You know, I love Duke, diehard fan of them, but the ACC is not really that great. I mean, yeah, UNC's coming back up. They're ranked 16. We got to play them twice. But, I mean, there was a lot of games. I mean, they scared me last Saturday. They're down like 13 to Wake Forest. Are you kidding me? And then they had to battle back. Like, it worries me that they're not going to get tested. They're going to breeze through the ACC. They're going to come into the tournament, and they're going to face a hot mid-major team like Miami, Ohio, and they're going to get kicked to the curb.
Yep. Because there's a bunch of good mid-major schools out there right now. Can't name them for you. You look it up.
No, I mean, when you're looking, again, I think the tough part with Duke, and again, is just the fact that when you're looking at the ACC and their schedule in general, right? Their schedule is going to be tough just because they play in the ACC. The Big East, right? St. John's is going to be a situation where as long as they come in between 1 and 3 in the conference, they're in.
Yeah. Well, dude,
you know what
St.
I mean?
John's is in regardless. The problem is if they're going to be like an 8, 9, 7, something like that. St. John's is definitely going to be in. It's not like they're going to completely fall apart. But again, they didn't really address shooting as much as they brought in, I think, Sellers and Mitchell, but they're not lighting it up from 3. So it's like essentially you got to throw. It's the same team as last year. You feed inside the edge of 4, and then you work it out. Jackson cuts the lane, but they don't have a ton of shooting. They're better than last year. Last year's shooting was horrific. They had that guy. Is he in the NBA or what happened to him? The dude, I didn't even follow him. The dude that won Big East Player of the Year. Luis? Was it Louis, the Spanish guy?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He was awesome. He won Big East Player of the Year. He was, remember Patino benched him. He was like 3 for 30 in the playoff game. But
the one team I'm going to say that we want to talk, we love our mid-majors, right? The one team I will talk about right now is UNC Wilmington. They play well at home. Obviously, that's what you need at mid-major. They play great on the road.
That's the problem. You have to be good on the road.
If you're a mid-major and you play great on the road, those are the people that end up winning some games in the tourney.
Yep. Yeah, when you look at these mid-majors, they're 13-0 at home and they have 20 wins, they're 500 on the road. It's like they're gonna have a tough road because they're not playing in the small gym. They're playing in front of thousands of people now.
UNC Wilmington, 18-3, 11-1 at home, 7-2 on the road. Something to look out for.
UNC
could be better than the real UNC.
and just one more. I'll give you guys another one. Liberty. All right, Conference USA.
Willis
11-0 at home, 6-1 away.
Willis, future
UPC Valley Division.
Liberty. Statue of Liberty. Yeah, it's all making sense. You got to follow the steps.
Real quick before we jump into
boxing, last word. Go ahead.
Let's just touch on MLS. 2 big signings in MLS today. All right, they both got. Don't even bother. Timo Werner. All right, he gets signed by San Jose from Red Bull Leipzig. Designated player spot through 2028. Me and Butch are super pissed about this. He was connected to the Red Bulls, New York Red Bulls, for the past 3 years. Red Bull couldn't sign him. Don't know why he's going to San Jose. 2024, last place in the MLS. 2025, like 10th in the West. Like, I don't understand. I agree with Mike. I'm going to say that now just because he is washed because he's going to San Jose. So you're an idiot, Timo. When it comes to Red Bull New York, we signed Ethan Horvath, USA goalie out of Cardiff City. Huge signing for the Red Bulls. They needed a goalie. Their goalie, Carlos Cornell, went over to the Brazil Serie A League and went to play for Sao Paulo. So another good signing. They have him through 2027, option for 28 and 29. Great signing by the Red Bulls. Great signing for San Jose. I still think they're going to suck. It doesn't matter, but you never know.
This is a very, very good comment by Mike too.
No, it's
just
not.
did sign a guy named
Duke.
Duke is officially mushed. Hashtag Dookie.
Don't take your Bills cryingness out on Duke.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Here we go.
Let's get a couple more of these with these Jamesons in you. Or these Jacks, whatever you're drinking.
Let's get a couple more.
Coke. And then I'll bring up Caleb Williams again.
Oh no.
You let me know when you're on your fifth one.
No.
Real quick before we move on, final word too. Steve, we forgot to talk about it. Steve Piquel, Rutgers head basketball coach. Trash, right? The guy needs to get fired. He stabilized Rutgers program, but he's not going any further. Patino's blowing him out of the water with the NILs, the recruiting, and this guy had 2 top 5 picks last year, and didn't even get 500. This guy's got to go, right?
Yeah, I don't see how he holds his job, honestly.
And they're terrible this year. They almost upset. Who'd they play last night? They played a ranked team. They kept it close, but ultimately lost.
I mean, they're 9-12 on a 4-game losing streak. So,
and they're bad. If you look at who they beat bad teams. They are bad. If you watch any of the games, bad team. They have nothing to really offer.
I don't think that they are a favorite the rest of the year. Maybe against Maryland. That's about it.
Probably not. You're probably right. It's funny to say that a college basketball team will not be favored the rest of the season, but you're probably right.
With 10 games left, they're not going to be a favorite.
A Big Ten school.
Crazy.
How are we in debt? I can't figure it out. Boxing. MMA this Saturday. Yeah, go sleeps. Good boy, go sleep. This Saturday at the Garden, Shakur Stevenson taking on Teofimo Lopez. Shakur Stevenson fighting out of Newark, New Jersey. Lopez out of Brooklyn. Lopez is hold on. Let me flip the page. Lopez is plus 230. Shakur minus 320. The odds a little high. So considering this is Stevenson's first fight at 140, the fact that he's minus 320. A little baffling. What do you think, Travis?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about boxing. I'll be honest with you guys. I think it's good that boxing hopefully is on the rise
in that weight class. Yeah,
I'm just saying.
When you think about that weight class too, remember they had Stevenson, Garcia, Tank. This was a great class. I mean, this was like the one they were. This is going to bring it back because all you really had in the heavyweight was Fury at the time. But this was the one. Now Davis is getting arrested every week. He just got arrested yesterday, actually, in Miami, because when he was training for that Jake Paul fight, he went into a Miami strip club where his ex-girlfriend was working and assaulted her.
Idiot.
Not funny, but it's funny because it's Tank Davis. He beat up a woman courtside at a basketball game. This guy's a piece of shit.
I think it's just hopefully they can figure out something with boxing, right? And I know Butch is going to talk a little bit more about this later, but they need to do something to get this back on. Back in the day when obviously UFC wasn't as big as it wasn't as popular, but everybody would go watch a fight. Oh, there's a fight Saturday night pay-per-view. You're going to go to some uncle's house,
Vegas,
one of your boys' house, and it's going to happen. Now it's whatever. It's boxing. Nobody cares.
I'll get to this.
It's because promoters. It's all promoters. You have 19 different belts. You got the ringside belt, WBO, WBC, WBA, IBF. You got 500 belts. If you win the belt, if you win the WBC belt, you have 2 months or you have 6 months to defend it. But then if you have 2 belts, the WBO, you have 6 months to defend that. So you can't possibly defend all these belts at once. So you have to forfeit belts. And you have this title fight. Every week it's a title fight, but they mean nothing. Mm-hmm. But I love this fight, actually, because I'm a big Lopez fan. If you guys remember, he made his name. He was fighting Lomachenko, who was the big dog. He beat him. Next fight lost to I'm gonna butcher the guy's name because I always mess it up. George Kambosos or Kambisis, but he's on a 6. Then he retired. Now he's on a 6-fight win streak. He beat Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor, who now he's lost 3 fights in a row, similar to who was that British guy that got caught with all the cocaine? They similar to him. He was like the top guy. Those 2 guys beat him. And then he went on a spiral. I think Pacquiao beat him, and then Mayweather beat him, and he spiraled. Josh Taylor's kind of doing that because he was the top guy. Lopez beat him. Taylor fanned out, but he was kind of overrated in my opinion. But Lopez is a good fighter. So the fact that he's getting he's plus 290 or whatever I said is crazy because Stevenson is basically the new generation of Mayweather. He's a very defensive fighter, but he's going to 140. So if Lopez can get inside, get at him, and kind of keep him backpedaling, not let him settle in and do what he wants to do, Lopez is going to win this fight.
Were you talking about Ricky Hatton, or are you talking about
Ricky Hatton?
Yeah,
boom, that's the guy. Yeah, because he was the top guy, and then Pacquiao knocked out. I think Mayweather even knocked him out, which is insane. Yeah. Then he started doing a bunch of coke and fanned out. That's kind of what Josh Taylor's doing, other than the cocaine. But now he can't win a fight.
Yeah, and it's all going to depend on what Stevenson can do with this weight class. I mean, 10 pounds going up is hard. And, Lopez may come in at weigh-ins at 140, but they all bulk up afterwards. I mean, some fighters go up to like 150, 152.
Right.
And Stevenson always fought at 130. How much more weight can he put on after weigh-in? So he's a defensive fighter. Lopez is used to fighting at 140. He comes after him. If Stevenson has put weight on, he hasn't fought with extra weight. So I'm going to question his stamina. Is he going to be willing to take that for 10 rounds at a heavier fighter that could be coming in at 150, 151? And you're sitting there at 38. I mean, defense is nice when you're at the same weight, but I mean, you have a heavier guy with heavier hands and can put some speed behind it. That defense, a wall's going to crumble.
And Lopez isn't even just a guy that attacks like straightforward. He's a counter guy too. So he's not just going to sit there and just get frustrated easily. Although Shakur is known to frustrate people because he's super boring. Everyone knows that. But this is his first like real big fight too. He's always fought guys that he's known for ducking fighters. He's known for saying, yeah, I'll fight you, and then taking a less fight for a big payday. Because in boxing, as you know, you have to stay undefeated to get the big fight, to get the big paycheck. So they duck guys. So this is his first like real champion style fight, kind of. And I like Lopez in this. I'm going to take a little dive on it because the money's there. You betting minus 320 is nonsense. So you're not going to bet a knockout because he's not going to knock him out. But he could frustrate him, get 1 or 2 hits on, and rattle Stevenson, mess the whole game plan up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And it's at the Guard. So,
why not?
Local, great fight. Yeah, the energy's going to be high. Lopez is a Brooklyn dude, big attitude. But I didn't watch any of this past MMA. I know you did, Mike.
Yeah, I watched the whole card. I mean, first of all, it was a great first fight of 2026. Patty the Batty versus Justin Gaethje. I think that was the main card. It was a co-main card with Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong. And I think that your boy Derek Lewis was on the card as well. I know you're excited. You're always excited with him. You never know.
Shout out Derek. My balls is hot.
Yeah, I was gonna say whenever he wins, you never know what he's gonna come out of his mouth. But I think overall it was a great card. It was basically chalk, other than the Batty, the Batty fight, and I think just because Sugar Sean just finally, when he's that type of guy like a John Jones, where he's on just the way he promotes.
Real quick, Wander. Yes, they are. They are doing another show this Saturday. I don't know what time though. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Sugar Sean, when he promotes, in my opinion, he's up there with the Conor McGregor. Like just his performance. I'm not saying MMA wise. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like the promoting of his fight.
How he sells it. Yeah.
Right.
Not quite though, because Conor was the GOAT. He was
100%. I'm not saying that anyone's even close to Conor, but I'm saying the way that he promoted was very similar to Conor.
Conor was farting in dudes' faces.
I think that when you look at the main event, when you're looking at Paddy the Baddy, he was the only one that was supposed to win odds-wise and didn't. But I think overall, the fight because it was a title shot, overall, it was a great fight. They went 5 rounds. He had his opportunities. They both did. But I think Justin just came out with being able to technically win better.
Is this a fight where Pimblett gets knocked down? Is he still kind of in contention for
I think he's fine. I think he's fine. I think that looking at it, just because, again, same thing with Sugar Sean, right? Paddy the Baddy has a following now.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what it means a lot in Dana. If it's like close, where like you're a 3 and a 4 or 4 and a 5, he's gonna pick the guy that's gonna sell the fight, the guy that has the audience.
And it was an inner fight. It was an inner lightweight championship bout. We'll see what happens. I think Justin will get, another chance to just become the champion. But give it a couple months and Paddy will be back.
And the problem with Gaethje too is like you don't really want him heading the class. He's gonna be 38. How much more does he just took a beating too from the YouTube clips that I saw,
Right. I mean, when you're looking at it, he's technically number 4, Paddy's number 5, but I think when you're looking overall, looking at the rankings, right? Because when we're looking at that light heavyweight division, is he number 1? No, but who is, right? Is Topuria. He's number 1 technically right now. Is that the next fight? Maybe.
For Gaethje? You got to give Gaethje one. Yeah, you got to give Gaethje a send-off.
But does Paddy play? Does Paddy end up fighting Max Holloway next to get him to move himself up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just the one thing I love about UFCs because of the different weight classes and things like that. There's always going to be who's next.
Mm-hmm.
So
right. And Ray and Troy are doing another show on Saturday. We are not doing the regular football show. So I don't know what time they're doing the show, but they are. Yeah, if you want, because there's another pay-per-view Saturday, right? So they're going to go over that. This is more of a recap.
Right.
So yeah, they do a great job at that. If you're interested in UFC news or anything like that, that's where you go. Moving on. What's today's date? January 29th. What happened on this date in sports history? You got one?
Nope.
You want me to go over them?
All you.
All right, I'll go over them, and then you guys just chip in whenever you want, all right? Where were you when this happened? Butch, where were you in 1936 on this day?
Doing my thing. Losing parlays.
Getting ready for World War II, doing some parlays.
Yep. No big deal.
Because the first ever Hall of Fame class was announced in 1936 on this day, headlined by Babe Ruth and Ty Cobb. 2012, Shaun White, his perfect 100 at the Winter X Games in the Super Pipe. Relevant also because if you saw the snowstorm, if you're big in Twitter, if you're big on X, whatever it is now, you would have seen that he was jumping over Shane Gillis in Central Park on his snowboard. So a little fun thing. Steve Young won the Super Bowl on this day. I forget, I didn't write down the year, but he threw for 6 touchdowns, only quarterback to ever do that. The rising moment where he stepped out of Joe Montana's shadow and showed that he is the new guy. And Novak Djokovic defeated Rafael Nadal at the longest Grand Slam final in history, 5 hours and 53 minutes in 2012. Beautiful.
It's insane. I get winded after playing tennis for a minute.
5 hours and 53 minutes is why I can't do anything for 5 hours and 53 minutes.
I can't even sleep for that long half the time.
That's a good point. I can't even lay down.
That's a crazy streak for them, honestly.
Mm-hmm. And our final rants. Mike, you got one. I think I'm settling between 2. I think I have it locked down. Mike, you go first.
Yeah, so for me, for sure, I think my rant is going to be 100% about these championship games not being on a Saturday. Okay? I hate the fact that the Super Bowl is on a Sunday. College football championship, Monday. We have, I mean, you can't really do anything about baseball, honestly, just because of the way that it falls.
Right. And it's always the West Coast in it.
NCAA March Madness, championship games on a Monday typically.
At 9.
What are we doing? You guys, in all these leagues, you're trying to make as much money as possible. Revenue, ad buys, your different people you are in business with will be much happier if you put your games on Saturdays.
Mm-hmm.
Put those championship games on Saturdays, your viewership will go up. More people are going to be buying food. More people are going to be buying booze. It's only going to give you revenue for your partners. It's only going to help you. It's not going to hurt you.
It's going to help the bar business too.
100%. It's going to help everybody. But the only people that are watching college football on a Monday or even college basketball on a Monday are degenerates. That's the only people.
At 9 p.m., yeah.
At 9, yeah. You know what I mean?
9 p.m. start.
You can help out. Obviously, we all have families. But if you do it on Saturday, guess what? I don't have to worry about taking my kids to school.
Mm-hmm. Or make Monday a federal holiday.
That's also a possibility. I prefer just on Saturday. Let's just do it. Do it on a Saturday. Let's not worry about it.
Yeah. Just do it on a Saturday and be done.
Push the NFL season back a week.
Yeah, and it's not like it's a short rest. You have the second week now with the Super Bowl.
They could have, to your point though, Butch, they could have pushed it back one more week, and they would have President's Day on Monday.
Yep.
Yeah, so but you can't push it back 3 weeks. I mean, it's not.
No. I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. Believe me, it's the same thing where we talked about a couple weeks back where college football should be pushed up. Finish it by New Year's Day.
Yeah. Giving a month between with bowl games is nonsense.
What are we doing? Come on.
And that hurts like the schools that are good when it comes to the portal and stuff and coaches and all that. You saw with Ole Miss, all their coaches were for LSU, but they had to stick around.
And at the same time, to be fair, people are still waiting for these two teams to finish.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because they're like, oh, well, I'm still here. I don't know if I want to pick to be OC somewhere else or head coach somewhere else. Like, come on, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Even though nobody wants to go to not Cleveland. Where is it? Oh, the Raiders.
Butch, what do you got? What's your rant? What bothers you?
I didn't have one, and then it came to me when we were talking earlier, and my hatred for boxing, it hurts me because I used to love boxing. I mean, Mike can attest to this. We used to go to our buddy's house, bunch of guys. After we were done putting holes in the wall, we would all chip in. We'd get the Roy Jones B-Hop fight, and we watched it. And those guys, the Sugar Ray Leonards, the Bernard Hopkins, the Roy Jones, the Pacquiao, they fought multiple times in a year. Mike Tyson came out of jail and fought 4 times in 1 year. And you have these prima donnas that want to fight once a year and call themselves the GOAT, call themselves the best in their division. You ain't shit. You didn't do anything. You fought one time. Like, I give credit to UFC fighters that fight twice in a year because at least their whole body's getting messed up. You're sitting there playing 10 rounds of Ring Around the Rosie and running away from each other, and you call yourself a heavyweight. Like that division you talked about with Garcia and Stevenson, and they had the opportunity to bring boxing back, to get these good fights, to fight twice a year, and they failed. They failed. They wanted to do once a year. You even had Canelo. He's down to once a year. And by the time these guys actually fight each other, you're looking at 32, 33-year-old guys. They're not in their prime anymore. Nobody wants to see Stevenson and Garcia fight when they're 31 years old. That shit's gone. The ship has sailed. Like, I love the days when Bernard Hopkins and Roy Jones would fight. And next thing you know, Roy Jones was fighting Oscar De La Hoya in 6 months. And we were getting together again to do it. And it's lost that. And now you add this stupid influencer of Jake Paul in there to make a mockery of the boxing world. Gainty or whatever his name is for UFC, that's who he's fighting next so he can get a payday. And you allow this chump to come into the boxing world and act like he's a fighter. people can say whatever they want. He fought UFC guys. I don't care. He fought Anthony Joshua, who has got knocked out by people that don't exist really anymore. I mean, the fat guy that he got knocked out by, he's really not good anymore. And he broke your jaw. It took
two places.
And after you stopped running and you ran out of gas because you ran a marathon, you got your jaw broke and you sat down like you were supposed to. And then he's going to come back out in a year when his jaw's healed and be like, oh, I'm calling out Lennox Lewis, because why not? He's 60 years old. Let's fight him. And it's going to be a sanctioned fight. Boxing, get your shit together.
Yeah, but big shout out to Jake Paul, because he was training to fight
Screw him.
Tank Davis. He was training to fight Tank Davis. And Tank Davis went and fought a woman in a strip club. So, and then he had to fight Anthony Joshua.
No credit. Never.
Generational hater, and I love it. That's how I am for Bill Belichick.
Yep.
But Bill Belichick's a historical winner, and Jake Paul's not. My rant is not sports related. It is on tipping. We have gotten out of control in the tipping universe. You can't even go to Dunkin' Donuts without them swinging that little stupid iPad around for an additional 15% on a $3 coffee. You're already ripping me off on bad coffee. Now you have the balls to flip this thing around and have me sign and it say 20%, 15%. I'm going to sit here and tip on everything. You go out to get pizza now. You pick up. You're not even getting it delivered. You're picking it up. You have to pay by card because no one carries cash. You swipe the card. They flip the thing around. 20% tip for the lady to grab the box off the oven and put it on the counter. It is insane. We have gotten out of control. If you order from DoorDash or Instacart or Grubhub, whatever, you get the $10 surcharge for the fee. You got the $20 for the driver. You got the 10% tip. You order a burger that's $8. By the time it gets delivered to you, it's cold and it's $85. It is out of control. We have gotten in a world where tipping is outlandish. Tipping is for waiters, waitresses, people that do their job hard. They come in your house, they work on the plumbing, they do a good job. You throw them a 20. It is not for Starbucks. Can we end it? Get rid of the tipping.
I think we all agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Yep. I blacked out. What did I say? Did I say anything bad?
No. You said you were a lifelong Patriots fan.
I'm a winner. Now, before we end the show, I added a new segment 20 minutes ago, 20 minutes before the show, without telling Butch and Charms.
We got to do our parlay.
Round robin. I got 3 would you rathers, and then I got a questionnaire of 7 players. Whoever wins is the winner for the day. Then we got to do our parlay. Would you rather, for everyone in the chat too, feel free, answer the questions. Would you rather get away with any lie you've ever told or be able to detect any lie told to you?
Detect any lie.
Detect any lie. So you'd rather be the human lie detector.
Yeah, 100%.
Butch?
It would make my job easier, but I can pretty much do that. So yeah, I'd rather get away with one.
Get away with any lie ever told.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather be able to be undefeated in the lying game. Anything you say is just truth. Number 2, would you rather get $1 million right now tax-free or be able to talk to animals?
$1 million.
$1 million. Like you could talk to your dog. You don't want to know.
I don't have pets.
Give me the money. Give me the money.
Yeah, but you can like make a ton of money too. Nah. You can talk to animals. You can turn that into something.
You all could, it's $1 million tax free. Are you crazy?
I guess you're right though. Well, I mean, look at how OnlyFans did. So if you did like a animal whisperer page, I mean, you could make millions.
Dr. Doolittle. That's probably a billionaire now if he was real.
Never mind. You just sold me on $1 million. Eddie Murphy, screw him.
Yeah.
Get away with it. I don't talk to women anymore. Shout out Beers. Love you, Beers. Number 3. Could you go 1 year without music for $5 million? Not one song, nothing. In the car, nothing.
That's it. There's no other?
No, it's just could you go 1 year without music and if you go 1 full year without music, you get $5 million.
But is it like you can't play music? Because what if you get in the car and it comes on?
Yeah, it would just be
your wife reaches over and hits the power button, and it's like, oh no.
No, yeah, it would be a situation where like music can't be played.
Do we consider podcast music or no?
No. Mike, could you listen to music for a year or not?
Yeah, I'll take the $5 million, no doubt.
You think, but it's impossible to like 1 whole year without music.
$5 million.
Yeah, I could do it. I got ADHD. I got a jukebox in my head every day. I'm fine.
You play your own music in your head.
$5 million, no doubt.
I do it all day.
Give me the $5 million.
Okay, now I got a round robin list of questions. I picked out 7 people in case it's a tie. Okay, we're gonna do basketball first. This game is called "What college did the player go to?"
Okay.
Number 1, Steph Curry.
Davidson.
Georgetown.
Correct. Incorrect. 1-0 charms. Andre Drummond.
UConn.
Butch.
Nope. Fade basketball.
Fade basketball. 0-2. You're gonna throw an 0-2?
Yeah, 0-2. I don't know basketball.
UConn. Correct. Charms 2. Butch 0. You're gonna have to really hit it in the the NFL package here. Number 3, Jarrett Allen. Shout out Dak.
Can we get a guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, can we get a clue?
Shout out Dak.
Texas.
Bang.
Really?
2-1.
Damn, I didn't
Go into the NFL. Antonio Brown.
Western Michigan? No, Central Michigan.
Butch?
At Central Michigan, just because he said it.
Central Michigan. 3-2. All right, if you guys get this one, I'm going to be extremely impressed. Adam Thielen.
It's a MAC school, isn't it?
It's a D2 school.
Oh, Jesus.
The
Stroudsburg University.
The state is where he played, though. The state is where he played for the majority of his career.
Minnesota? Something?
Minnesota,
St. Paul? Duluth?
Butch, any guess?
Nah, ESU.
Minnesota State University.
I knew that.
3-2. It's anyone's game. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Was it USC?
It's a directional school. It's not USC. It's a small school, directional.
Conference?
I'll say the state. The state, D. Brown played at the basketball university. Luke Altmaier played at the...
Is it Northern Illinois?
No, it is in Illinois. It's a directional, but it's not Northern.
Central Illinois. Central Illinois.
Eastern Illinois.
Oh, yeah. That was my next guess.
I had the tiebreaker. I'm going to release it anyway. Kareem Hunt. This is a D1.
Eastern Illinois was D1.
Yeah, it's true. It was. But was it?
Kareem Hunt.
Played
for the Chiefs, right?
6 letters.
6 letters.
I think it's Mac. It might be Mac.
Mac.
It rhymes with burrito.
Oh, Toledo.
Yeah. Cool.
6 letters.
Oh, that was good.
I like this. I like this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the round robin at the end of every week.
Basketball way better than football, just saying.
Yeah. I'll find some that are a little easier. I won't just give all Division 2 and mid majors. You will get some recognizable names going forward. Parlay. Boom. Okay, hold on.
Last
I
thing
have our parlay.
Last thing before we bounce.
Butch, what was your final? You didn't give us a parlay.
I'm ready for mine. I'll save mine. Harvard at Brown.
Tomorrow night.
Over 132.5, baby.
Butch?
He's going
Is
last.
Bardo watching?
Oh, I have Michigan -1.5 tomorrow at Michigan State.
Yeah, very, very disappointed in you. Such a black pick.
Wow, it's 2 ranked teams, 2 top 10 schools. And they're on the road.
Butchie?
I got to go with my heart.
Uh-oh.
Let me see if I can find it here.
What sports so I can get in the...
Oh, we're at basketball.
Basketball?
Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Okay. We're going to go
to Northern Kentucky, isn't he?
You're darn right I am. Northern Kentucky, -7.5 on the road.
They're actually -5.5 at Detroit.
Yep, -5.5.
Yeah.
Okay, so that brings
They
the parlay
opened at
to plus.
7.5.
That brings the parlay to +638. Michigan -1.5, -102. Harvard Brown over 132.5, -105. And Northern Kentucky -5.5, -110. Parlay +638. $100 will net you $638 plus your $100 back. Beautiful, beautiful bet. And that's how you end the show. We're giving you winners. We're giving you money. We won our last one. We're 1-0 out of our last week. Don't worry about the week before. And look out next Thursday, same time, 8:30 live right here on youtube.com/Kaiju Live. And as always, look out for more content from Kaiju Live. Saturday, no football show. There is a UFC show. So tune in, check it out. It will be live like all of our shows. If you haven't already, click like, click subscribe. It helps us out. Thank you very much. Same time next week. Enjoy your weekend. Hopefully we don't get more snow.
No.
Later, guys.